What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching God damn, I'm not redoing that fucking intro. Anyway, and we're watching Ultra Vegito kills Quitela, God of Universe 4 by CallMeARJ. You know what I'm saying? Last chapter he finally turned, he's part android now with the arm. And you know what I'm saying? And Dr. Juro got some DNA off him. Pause. And yeah. So we're gonna get into it, alright?
So our story continues with a portal opening on yet another strange planet, one with an icy landscape as snow falls rapidly. And out, popping from the portal, is the head and foot of our newly repaired and enhanced Ultra Vegito. It's cold out here. But despite the conditions, nothing could rain on Vegito's parade as he grips his android arm tightly, smiling as the artificial veins pump and bulge.
Okay.
Commenting, I still can't believe how perfect that pensioner made this. I can practically taste Zeno's blood already. This arm will single-handedly delete those gods forever. Just you wait and see. As he holds his grip, he begins to once again think back on his goal, his motives, and all he has lost. Thinking back first on his granddaughter, beginning, Pan, I know you're not where you're supposed to be right now, but Grandpa's going to bring you back, along with Mommy and Daddy. Along with everyone on Earth. I'm going to make everything right one day. And the first step will be ridding us of this disease amongst us. Zeno and the Daishinken, your days are numbered. And with his motivation back at an all-time high, he brings forth his angel staff, formerly owned by Whis, and holds it in front of him, looking down and letting out, Alright, enough! Time to do this. Take me to this universe's god of destruction! But suddenly, in typical fashion, things don't go as planned, as Vegito surprisingly senses a rising power level that's getting closer and closer. And in an instant, he looks upwards, and to his shock, in the sky is a figure as Vegito yells, What? Is that a bird? No. What kind of bird has energy like that?
Hell no.
I'm no bird, God Killer. I'm the protector of Universe 4.
Aw, this little nigga.
And you'll not step another foot further. And unbelievably in the air is none other than Ganos, the strongest fighter and leader of Universe 4's Tournament of Power.
Get this nigga out of here.
Shooting down from the sky with intensity and an energy blade in hand.
Find out he been training. Finally up there.
Unlike exactly how the angel Kusu did before him. Not this time, punk. Fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me. But this time, Vegito is clearly ready. Just starting up a smile until
the fool can't get fooled again.
Away the staff, not taking his eyes off Ganos for even a second. Before in its place, in his right arm, the iconic Godslayer blade of Ultra Vegito extends. And Vegito then swipes it into place with speed, and with a menacing grin, yells out, You were slow back at the tournament, and 10 years later, nothing's changed. Begone, you amateur!
That was his plan.
Just like that, just as Ganos reaches within meters of Vegito, he is brutally and expertly stabbed through his torso by the blade.
It's like a setup, boy. Keep your guard up. Keep your guard up, Ultra Vegito.
And in its wake, with blood spewing from his mouth, Ganos can only stare at Vegito in shock and mutter, No, Lord Quitela! And just as abruptly, then falls to the ground as Vegito mercifully removes his Godslayer blade. Ganos, though, is quick to get back barely on his feet, gripping his open wound as he groans in pain. barely even able to keep both his eyes open through the pain. Meanwhile,
he tried to
though,
attack
with
him.
his blade retracted and his arms folded, Vegito smugly then tells Ganos, "Nice try, but you've got a long way to go before you can even shine my boots, let alone touch me. You're lucky I didn't hit a vital point. Probably the first person in history to feel my Godslayer blade and live to talk about it. But if you don't get that stitched up soon, I'm not sure you'll be saying much.
Oh, damn.
Get out of here. I'm here for your god, not a weakling like you."
Hey, you know, I would have been out.
Ganos, who is
Look, Ganos, look, bro. You know what I'm saying? You tried. You gave, hey, look, A for effort, Ganos. You know what I'm saying? Get up, you know what I'm saying? Get stitched up. Go home to your family. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pray to, you know what I'm saying? Pray to Zeno. Whoever. I guess your god of destruction is your god. I don't know. Pray to whoever.
who's infuriated by Vegito's belittling words,
Pray
munches
to your
back,
Kais or whatever.
"You'll pay for this. That was just a lucky hit.
Yeah.
Once I'm healed, you're done for. I only wish I did at least some damage to you. I feel like I've failed Lord Quitela." "You did." Huh? But suddenly, a cold, icy shock runs down Ganos' spine, as from his side, a familiar voice calls to him. Swiftly, he then turns his head to see if it is who he thinks it is, yelling, "No! Is that you, Lord?" And as his eyes meet with the assailant,
who
his
Quitela
skin
again? I
goes
forgot. I gotta see
pale,
their
and
face.
his mouth agape, almost as if he has finally met his maker. "No! I tried my best! Please! Lord Quitela!"
Oh, that little nigga.
And standing there, truly unimpressed
Oh,
and
what was he
menacingly,
going to do?
is
This nigga
revealed
killing
to be
angels
none other
and
than
gods.
Quitela, god of destruction of Universe 4, and his angel attendant, Cognac, who sports an equally cold stare. As Quitela continues, "How pathetic. Shame on me for ever relying on a filthy mortal. You failed me at the Tournament of Power, but at least there you did something. How can you even call yourself worthy of our universe? And
Nigga,
my
what you
student,
about to do?
No less, when you couldn't even scratch this Universe 7 vermin." And in response, a pleading
That's some
Ganos,
crazy
who
talk.
almost already knows
Knowing
what
what
is coming,
Vegito
sports
did
a
so far.
terrified look as he cries out one final time, But I didn't see his attack. He moved too fast. Please, it won't happen again." "I know it won't. Hakai!" But without warning, or even a semblance of the mercy Vegito showed, Quitela places his arm out and destroys Ganos instantly.
That's fucked
And
up.
with a deathly silence in the air,
That's fucked up.
Ganos, the brave warrior of Universe 4, becomes no more. Lost to the wind for eternity and never to be seen again. Erased by the one god he served with utter loyalty to the very end. And with the horrific deed now done, the heartless god reveals
go ahead.
a smirk on his
You know
face,
what? Go ahead
as
and
if
kill this nigga
pleased
real
at his
quick, bruh.
actions, and adds salt to the wound, saying, "Pitiful, truly pitiful. Ganos, you are not worthy to even exist in my universe, let alone fight by a god's side. With that trash out of the way, I can finally fight without restraint." And just as coldly, Cognac adds in agreement, "Agreed, my lord. To think even with our personal training, that was the most he could amount to. We shall find a fitting replacement for him after disposing of our guest here." You! But Vegito, meanwhile, has not
How
kept
much
his
was he
cool in the
like?
slightest. Instead,
How much were you gonna train that nigga Ganos? What? How much you gonna get that nigga some a Kai form or a God of Destruction form or Ultra Instinct, nigga? That nigga wasn't doing shit.
incensed by witnessing just the kind of act that spurred him
Even
to
with
erase
that.
all the gods in the first place. His power level can't help but shoot forth as a dark electricity generates all around him, and he lets out, "You damn gods are all the same! Why? Why would you need to erase him? He fought for you! To his last moments, his only thoughts were about letting you down. This disgusting system has given you the power to erase him without consequence? This is exactly why I do what I do!" With immediately a thunderous roar,
cook this
Vegito
nigga, bro.
yells at the top of his voice, no longer able to contain his rage and power anymore, as his hair begins to spike and his eyes flash, making it seem a mystery what form he's going into. But in a surprising turn of events, Vegito enters his Super Saiyan 2 form. His hair fully spiked,
Super Saiyan 2.
his eyes emerald green, and his aura yellow. But noticeably, the electricity that surrounds him is instead a dark black purple in color. "Prepare yourself, you damn rat! I'm coming for your tail!" Huh? Coming for my... But watching Vegito, Quitela is just left puzzled. Partly by what he's saying, but mostly by his transformation, as he turns to his attendant and asks, Cognac, that form, isn't that just one of the weaker and more generic forms those Saiyans use? I believe even Champa's Universe 6 Saiyans could do that. Why isn't he using his full power? But Cognac, looking on at Vegito with an equally puzzled face, can only respond, I don't know, my lord.
That's crazy.
There are some differences, but judging by the power level I'm sensing, it's far from his maximum. He may be testing your abilities. Stay on guard regardless, my lord.
Super Saiyan 2 is crazy.
I
mean, I bet you Super Saiyan 2 is strong as fuck, too.
Anymore, Vegito, surrounded in his aura and his mystery dark electricity shooting forth from his body, he is finally ready to fight, yelling once more, "Stop squeaking about! You say Ganos wasn't worth a thing? But I'll show you, you aren't worth me using even 10% of my power!" What? But the extremely narcissistic god,
damn, 10%
hearing
is
this
crazy.
blasphemy, is immediately angered, reacting back, "How dare you underestimate a deity? Beerus must have told you nothing of Quitela, but you'll learn today, God Killer!" As in response, Lord Quitela too then powers up, as his pupils disappear and her Kaishin energy surrounds his body completely, as he now enters his max destruction god form. Jumping quickly in at Vegito, leaving his attendant as he says, "Stay behind, Cognac! Don't interfere until this cocky mortal starts taking this seriously!" As immediately,
That's crazy.
Quitela and Vegito's fists collide for massive impact, with not only Quitela trying hard, but also noticeably Vegito pushing himself to keep up while in this form.
That is crazy.
Yeah! But as Quitela cocks back his fist to punch Vegito, a smile comes back across Vegito's face as he thinks, "That's it, Mickey Mouse. Do as the Pied Piper says."
Oh. R. Kelly?
With Quitela's first punch being grabbed
We found out Robert Kelly's in this motherfucker. Damn.
directly by the palm of Vegito's
found-
left arm.
Nigga started singing.
And similarly to Quitela's kick as well, while Vegito keeps a close eye on exactly how he's stopping each attack.
Oh, he about to absorb his power.
And soon when it comes time for Vegito to throw out his own punch,
He about to absorb his power.
it too is stopped in its tracks, this time by Quitela, highlighting there being no real difference between the two in power. Instantly, the two would then vanish simultaneously to continue their battle. All the while, Quitela's angel attendant Cognac watches on with a look of concern. This is going better than expected. Collision after collision would then be seen in the air above, as the two fight on an equal level, trading and parrying each other's blows, but once more, as Cognac observes closer from down below, he begins to think introspectively, something isn't right. Lord Quitela is keeping up, but he should be winning while Vegito is in this form. Why isn't that Saiyan even going for the kill? Is he enjoying the battle? If this goes on any longer, I may need to intervene regardless of Quitela's wishes. But soon, the dynamic of the battle begins to change, as Quitela's attack misses for the first time. Lucky dodge,
yeah, he absorbing the power. He absorbing his power. So you try taking out that arm.
This, Quitela launches a powerful kick, and this time it lands. But Vegito neither blocks nor parries it, as his body doesn't even flinch from its impacts. What? What just happened? Why did that not feel right? But before Quitela could wonder any more about what just happened, Vegito grabs onto the god's ankle, and most importantly, with his left arm once again.
Cooking this nigga.
Let go! Let go! Quitela for a moment struggles hard, but it feels like Vegito's grip is a clamp that cannot be broken.
Gorilla grip.
Ordinarily, nothing like this should be able to stop a god of destruction from moving, but something truly is off. Forget it! If you desire to be so close to me, then feel the wrath of my Hakai! Ha! Reaching out his palm eagerly to the flinchless Vegito until, in a thoroughly anticlimactic end, nothing but a puff of smoke comes out of Quitela's hand, while Vegito looks at it to his left with a complete poker face, as if expecting it the whole time, only letting out, "So what part of that was supposed to be a Hakai, Mickey?"
Damn.
What?
Tell her.
What is this?
Where's just mind your business.
Gone? What have you done? As suddenly, a frightful look comes across Quitela's face as he finally begins to realize what's been going on. Immediately, he falls to his knees, his palms slamming the ground, as the mouse now stares at the ground on all fours, having reverted back to his base state by force. He can hardly believe what's going on as he mutters in confusion. What happened? My energy, it's gone. I'm exhausted. This is impossible. But soon, as we are treated to an image of the energy absorption bead within the center of Vegito's left arm, it all becomes clear to us, as Vegito looks down with a smirk and lets out, My, this energy absorption device Dr. Giro built truly is something else. It works so much faster than I anticipated. Or maybe that's just the effect of my spirit vision. I didn't even need to power up much at all to drain you down to nothing. Thanks for all of that sweet, sweet destruction energy. It's all mine now. All yours? It can't be. What is he talking about? When would he have even... No, don't tell me.
Yep.
As suddenly a flashback comes to Quitela, which explains exactly where he must have had his
That
energy
nigga been sucking
stolen.
you dry, nigga.
As he thinks back to his fight and notices at every point,
That nigga been sucking
every
you up,
punch,
nigga.
kick and grab, Vegito
That
was
shit crazy.
using his left
I
arm,
will let a nigga suck
the
me up
one
like this.
android arm he possesses, which has
Or
Giro's
if
energy
any.
absorption device. I knew it! I knew it! And and from afar, also realizing the trickery that has just befell his lord, fury bubbles within the angel Cognac until... You damn god killer! Get away from Lord Quitela! As in an outburst like none other, the angel screams out for his god and student, instantly activating his ultra instinct, before with angelic speed rushing straight at Vegito, knowing all too well what the god killer will do now as he yells, Lord Quitela! I cannot stand any longer! The minute you die, my powers will disappear too! I must fight to save us both! But with a turn of his head and an evil smirk on his face, Vegito calmly says, I'm well aware of what happens to you when that happens, and I can't have that. He won't die, not until I'm done taking your powers too.
Oh, damn.
What? Take my powers too? Has he lost his mind? An angel's power is not of energy. It is of our very life force itself, formed by Father. Surely, that device cannot absorb that too. But before Cognac can even fathom Vegito's nonsensical claims, Vegito vanishes.
About to go find out.
But without warning, the angel then finds himself suddenly covered in an ominous darkness as he looks up and sees something unbelievable. And there, levitating in the air, surrounded in a giant apparition of himself, created solely from his massive ultra instinct aura, is Ultra Vegito, now in his final form, ready to finish Cognac, as the angel can only step back in fear and mutter, What is that? But staring down like a god himself, turning the tables, Vegito looks down at Cognac coldly and remarks, Remember this feeling, angel. This feeling of hopelessness. This feeling of being completely outclassed and overpowered. Killed for no reason other than being lower in the food chain. This is the feeling Ganos and all the other countless people you and Quitela have erased felt in their final moments. And now, these will be yours. Which leaves Cognac nothing short of stunned, unable to even form sentences as he thinks on Vegito's poignant words and just how much conviction he has behind them. Until suddenly, as expected, Ultra Vegito makes his move, as the large apparition begins raising its hands and bringing them closer to a panicking Cognac until... in an instantaneous and rough swoop,
This is fire though. This is a
giant
fire
Ultra
ass chapter.
Vegito slams his palms together, surrounding the angel, trapping him and restricting his movement entirely as the deity screams in agony.
Alright, you gotta add that sound effect. He's squeezing that fuck out that nigga.
Vegito then crushes further and further Cognac's body, as his very bones break and shatter within his body and blood leaks from the very cracks of Vegito's fists. As the giant Vegito laughs with a downright evil look from behind. Soon though, the true and real Vegito eventually levitates down to the completely incapacitated angel, and with a gratified smile lets out, So, how does it feel? Sorry for the tight grip, I just want you to hold still while I take all that angelic power. But the now near-death angel mutters back still in defiance, You fool! Whatever that mortal-made monstrosity is, it will have no effect on an angel. I was handcrafted by the one true Grand Priest himself.
I better test it out.
My brothers and sisters, my very being and body is my strength. It's the very reason our powers can be switched off at an instant on the death of our destroyers. Try all you want, but you will absorb nothing. But it seems Vegito's response at first is only to crush the angel's body even more for his insolence. Until finally, with his left hand raised to his face and a sinister smile, Ultra Vegito reveals, "Thanks for the information, but you must not know just how much your dear brother Whis told me about you angels. Rest assured, I came prepared for just this very moment."
Oh shit.
And suddenly, in a shocking turn of events, the hand of Ultra Vegito's android arm snaps right off,
what the
holding
fuck?
on by a single joint, as in its place reveals a mystery needle that may seem instantly recognizable to any of us OG Dragon Ball Z fans. But the surprises don't end there, as immediately following forth a 1-to-1 copy of the same technology.
Hell no. Hell no. This nigga got a cell absorption tail in this motherfucker.
Used to create Cell's tail, shoots rapidly out from Vegito's forearm. As is revealed, yet another of Vegito's special upgrades that he specifically asked from the Doctor. He now possesses not only the infinite energy engine, energy absorption, but also the life force draining of imperfect Cell. And with rapid movement,
alright, nigga,
the
just
tail
kill me.
makes
You
its
gotta do all
move
that.
as if almost moving by itself, and within nanoseconds... What is
This nigga is
this?
sucking niggas
It
up.
stabs directly into the jugular vein of the confused Cognac. And just as fast working as the energy absorption beads, the effects of the life drain are instant, as Cognac's screams of pain quickly dissolve into quiet moans as his skin collapses inwards. Meanwhile, watching in pleasure, Ultra Vegito remains with a smile thinking, "I can feel it. I can feel his divine energy become one with my own. To think that damn Cell had the pleasure of doing this over and over."
You like sucking niggas up? Alright.
And as Vegito thinks,
he's sucking
Cognac
that
is
nigga
left
dry.
to be a mess of inward, caving flaps of skin, until finally, in a horrific image,
that's a weird
not
way
a
to die.
trace more of his life force remains, leaving behind just a husk of the former divine entity. Of course, watching this all unfold from a distance is still the completely
I
exhausted
should've ran,
and
nigga. What you still
energyless
doing there?
Quitela, just barely crawling to one knee, before with a look of pure fear that has never struck a god so hard before, he watches the bizarre creature Vegito literally absorb the very flesh and organic matter of his angel before him, all through a green tail that shot forth from his robotic arm. As he mutters, This is a Saiyan? What kind of monsters are they?"
This y'all fault for real.
But Vegito, now done with his angel victim, retracts immediately the tail, shutting his hand back onto his forearm once again like nothing happened. And with his arm back in one piece, for a moment he stares at his fist, assimilating the immense divine energy he has just taken in, thinking, "Amazing! 6 gods and 6 angels remain. With their power added on, I can't even begin to imagine what I will finally unleash on those 2 midgets."
Oh shit.
Referring of course to the Grand Priest and Zeno. Before without a word more, Ultra Vegito then turns his body and aims his right hand towards Quitela and the now dropped on the ground husk of Cognac, and yells, "Akai!" blasting forth the signature finisher of God Killer Vegito. And just like that, without the two deities literally being able to do a thing, Quitela yells, "No! You monster!"
You're the
As he
monster.
turns to dust, and the already deceased angel, who is nothing more than a bag of skin now, also then returns to the universe as particulate matter. And with now 2 more gods added to his kill list, Vegito finally descends from the sky and lands with a thud on the ground. But before long, Vegito grabs onto his stomach and grins widely as something uncontrollable builds within him. An uncontrollable laughter. Fear my wrath, you remaining deities, for I am the God Killer!
This nigga is crazy.
Maniacally laughing in victory as his newfound
This nigga
power
pull out a fucking
explodes from his
absorption
body
tail,
in a
nigga.
truly
Hell no.
immense aura that shakes the universe itself is shot forward. And from afar, as the scene pans out, we see the scope of the fluxing aura. But on an even greater pan out, we see finally that Vegito is in fact being watched again in a crystal ball. But this time, by none other than the Grand Priest himself.
You should have been handled this.
Making his first appearance since he knocked out Ultra Vegito all those years ago. As he looks down with a dark look of disapproval and says, "Zeno-sama, remind me, when exactly do you want me to do something about this? How far do we let this circus go on? When all our gods and angels have gone missing?" To which we then finally see Zeno with a blank and lifeless expression unlike any we have ever seen before. And he responds, "Not yet. Not yet."
What do you
But
mean
that
not
was it
yet,
for today's video,
man?
guys, and if you made it
I ain't gonna lie, that's your kids Grand Prix. I would've told that. I would've told them, hey, fuck all that. I need to get about there and handle this motherfucker. Like, this nigga is cooking us. He is cooking us. He already killed half the universes. Well, half the universe gods and angels, bruh. That dude is. It's a wild nigga. Alright, man. I'm pretty sure he's gonna just breathe through the rest of them for the most part. And of course, that Grand Priest and Ultra Vegito fight about to be something else. So we gonna know for real. Anyway, shout out to CallMeARJ for this video, and you know what I'm saying, for the work he put in for this story so far. It's great. It's amazing. Make sure you check out the last chapter right here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out another video right here. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.